People are now utilizing our services, our signal service specifically to pass uh, the prop firm challenges, and now some of my students are using our simplicity system. But I want to talk to you about the signal service. Why are people doing that? I'll tell you why. And this is going to help you understand why traders typically are not successful, whether they do a prop firm challenge or trade on their own. And I'm just going to be very transparent about myself. When I'm trading my own personal money on my own account, I got to be honest, you guys. I'm a little bit sloppy sometimes, and the reason why is because it's mine. There's no boss, and I know a lot of you guys out there want to be your own boss. But the problem is that if you don't have nobody who's overseeing your behavior, your emotions can tend to get to you. My students, you guys know, I've been saying for the longest that a person who tries to trade full time is in danger of risking more than a person who works a job. Because the reason why is once your family is dependent on your decision-making ability in the markets, it can become kind of scary because, if your whole family's, the roof over their head, the food they eat, everything about them is dependent on you making this trade or making money this week in the markets. And let's just say the markets are just in a bad mood, which we all, if you've been trading any time, any length of time, sometimes the markets just have a bad mood. It has nothing to do with a strategy or anything. It's just, political stuff is going on. Like right now, we only have about 10 days left of the debt ceiling situation, and they have no solution yet. So, that makes the markets nervous, which is understandable. But when you're the one trading the markets and you have to find a trade, why? Because you got a family to feed. It tends to make you a much more emotional trader than a person who's just working a 9 to 5 with a side hustle of doing this trading stuff with the hopes that one day they'll be free. Are you with me so far? So one of the reasons why people are coming to us now is because, and I'm just telling you about myself, last week I sent out a bunch of trades and only one of them lost in the signals group. Why is that? Because many of you guys have never had to be responsible with your choices over other people's financial future. Do you get what I'm saying? Hang tight and listen all the way to the end of this video, and this is going to make sense to you. When you're trying to do a prop firm challenge, it hasn't registered in your mind that you're actually trying to pass the challenge for a job. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When you change your mindset, you'll be far better at it, but then you'll understand why people are coming to us. Basically, every time you apply to pass a prop firm challenge, just consider it as I'm trying to prove to a new client that I can make them money. And if I can make them money, they're willing to do an 80-20 split, 75-25 split, 90-10 split, whatever the split is. It's the client trusting me to make them money so that they can get a return without effort. In other words, some of those people are just investors. And if you tell them, hey, I can bring you 20% return on your money month over month, they say, okay, well, keep the other 80% for your work and just we'll grow our account with your efforts by 20%. So basically, you're bringing Wall Street to the house. So if you change the way you're looking at these prop firms and treat them more like, hey, I'm trying to prove to this client that I can make them a return on their money every single month. That alone will shift your thinking from blowing accounts and just, hey, this is just something to do so I can make me a lot of money to, no, I have clients to please. Therefore, what is the client's rules? Are you getting what I'm saying? See, by me having a business and a service that we provide signals and training to, it put me in a better position to do it better for my clients than I would on my own account. That's why I can send out some signals. So like I sent out a winning signal this morning on GBP NZD, and it didn't take but a few minutes for it to go into profit, right? Well, I'm very careful on what I'm selecting. Why? Because I have clients to please. And clients vote with their dollars, right? So I don't want to lose clients. So when I look at prop firms, they're just more clients. So I'm much more careful in the way that I trade. I'm much more disciplined in the way that I trade versus if I was to trade on my own account with my own money. I'm far less disciplined. This is why students who came to class like I told you that the best thing that can possibly happen for you is to gets you some clients called prop firms because it'll help you be more disciplined. And many of my students are now much more disciplined traders. They've testimonies are saying, hey, I passed the prop firm challenge and so forth and so forth. And that's good. Some of them, you don't have the time to really focus on trading because you have a full-time job. And that's where we come in because like last week, and the title says, last week we had 11 wins and only 4 losses. So, even if we're on a good week for yourself, are you doing that? And if you're not able to do that, then the question you have to ask is why are you even applying to do these prop firm challenges? Because you're just giving them your money through the trial period. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not making sense. You cannot prove on your own that you can be successful on your own account. Why make an attempt and pay somebody to do it only to blow it and now you're discouraged? What I suggest you do is trade a demo account on your own so you can get your own rhythm. You don't have to use a signal service for the rest of your life. But in the meantime, if you're trying to pass the prop firm challenge or gain more clients, through prop firm accounts, then you can utilize our signal service and have that on a separate account and grow that account for your client and get that 80-20 split. The client is making 20% return or whatever the deal is, 75% to you, 25% to them. A lot of them are 80-20 split, some are 90-10, whatever it is. The bottom line is the client is happy getting a minimum of 10% return on their investment into you every single month. So the client is happy. You're making money now through your side hustle while you're still having your own personal account or demo account, which is what I suggest you stay with. Stay with the demo account until you really get the hang of how the markets are. And this is really, really, really one of the best times to do it because the market is in complete breakdown and turmoil. And so you're having a lot of skittish moves. So it's no better time for you to learn the emotions of the market than when it's in the turbulent time. Everybody can be profitable when the markets are stable and quiet and moving along and, there's no problems. But when there's a train wreck and everybody's still trying to get down the tracks, that's when you learn the maneuvers of the market. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That takes time. It does take time. And it may be time that you can't afford to have right now. And so if that's the case and you're a highly emotional trader, then what I'm saying is sign up for the signal service, take our signals, and then go ahead and get you past the prop firm challenge. And in addition to that, you'll be able to attend Miss Jenny, the six-figure coach's live class where you can trade with her live as well. And now your client is happy, your family is happy, and you still got your own personal account over there, whether it's demo or live, for you to learn and grow on your own. And eventually, when you can do it on your own consistently, then go ahead and drop our service and move on. So that's what I suggest you do, okay? And I'm telling you, as a seasoned veteran, I trade far better when I know I'm responsible over somebody else's stuff than I am over my own, because it forces me to make sure that I'm very careful in my approach on how I'm trading, the trades that I'm choosing, what time of day. I follow the rules of my trading plan much, much better. And if you're struggling with that, that's why I said you might want to hire some professionals to help you get past it, put some money in your pocket while you're trying to learn. Are you with me? Okay, so it's up to you guys. We are here. And again, Mr. Elvis, Miss Jenny, Miss Donna, thank you guys. I have a wonderful team. We're cruising right along through the year, just as we said at the beginning of the year. We said we're going to cruise right on along, and we're still doing it, even in turbulent times. Like I said, last week we had 11 wins, 4 losses, and 1,161 pips in a live session with Miss Jenny. So again, if you have those kind of results on your own, you don't need us. But if you're having a terrible time in the markets, but you need some extra capital on the side through the prop firms, then go ahead and sign up for our services. Very, very low in price compared to many of the other services. And again, I just want to be a blessing. Let me say this last piece to you. I've talked to my team and they're doing very well for themselves. The key is not for us. It's about helping more people to be financially stable. Okay? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because we know that people are suffering, and I personally know that it appears that all hell is about to break loose. Even if they pass its debt ceiling, we've got so many problems coming down the pipe, and it can't be stopped. It can be postponed, but not stopped completely. And that means a lot of people have already started losing their jobs, which I told you guys was going to happen. But there's many more on the horizon. Many more companies are going to be shutting down, and people are going to have to find a way to make that money. So, I suggest partner up. Let's partner up. I'll help you out. And we can help you pass the prop firm challenges. You can have as many clients, because again, think about it. You can have multiple accounts with these prop firms, multiple accounts, and making money on each one of these prop firm accounts, pleasing your client. And therefore, if God forbid you lose your job, at least you had something else going. Are you with me? Okay, you guys. Hopefully see you in the next video. Peace.